is a type of medicine that trains your body to fight any foreign agents.
Plants are helpful for the ecosystem.
It's an electronic device for storing and processing data.
The nervous system is all the collection of nerves in your body.
Yeast is a eukaryote.
Welcome to Spectacular Science, where it's all about science, with your host, Akshay. Okay, some spicy things over there. Okay. Some savory things over there. Okay. Sweet, and then bitter, and salty. Oh, hey listeners, welcome back to this episode of Spectacular Science. I'm your host, Akshay. I've been playing around with different flavors in my kitchen, and just want to tickle the taste buds, if you know what I mean. I want to make something that is really delicious, and I'm using all of these flavors that you can actually taste with your tongue. Wait, how do we taste things with our tongues? And what's going on behind the scenes when we're actually tasting things and eating things? Well, in this episode, we're going to take a deep dive into the science of taste and how we taste. In this episode, you'll learn what taste really is, the types of tastes, how we actually taste using our tongues, and what goes on in our brain while we're doing that. Now let's get right into it. So first of all, what are tastes? Well, taste is one of our 5 senses. It's how we think food tastes in our mouth. There are a few types of taste: sweet, sour, bitter, salty, and savory or umami. We taste these things using our taste buds. So let's get right into that. How do we actually taste things? Well, we taste these using taste buds that contain different cells that taste each of the tastes that I mentioned earlier. Taste buds have these hair-like things on top of them. Those microscopic sensitive hairs are called microvilli. The tiny hairs pick up the tastes when we eat and send messages to the brain through nerves. And that's how we taste things. And those messages are interpreted by the brain to tell us what we're actually tasting and how it tastes, whether it's one of those main tastes. So for example, if I'm eating, let's say, sugar, my taste buds are going to say, well, that's sweet. And they're going to send that message to the brain, and that's how I know that what I'm eating is sweet. Now, there's a lot of things behind each of these different tastes, and we're going to talk about that right now. So first, let's talk about bitterness. Many common foods are bitter. Bitter melon, olives, and citrus peel. The taste buds on the back of your tongue are the ones that can taste bitter foods the most. Bitterness is an interest to those who study evolution, as well as various health researchers. Many natural bitterly compounds are actually toxic, so we think that humans evolved bitterness by staying away from foods that they can't eat. Because if something's bitter, they're more likely to not eat it again in the future, and that makes us humans feel safe. Next is saltiness. Saltiness is felt when there's sodium or salt in the food. Salt is a common spice on many different foods, and you can put it on there all the time. And saltiness has a specific taste to it. Next is savory or umami. To taste savoriness, your tongue has special parts that detect amino acids that are in foods like meat and cheeses. Next is sourness. Sourness is tasted when acids are on your tongue. Many foods have acids in them and are sour, like lemons. And next is sweetness. Sweetness is a taste felt when sugars are in the food. Many people consider sweetness to be a pleasant or exciting taste. And it definitely makes me have a lot of energy. When I eat candy, I jump all over the place. So don't feed me candy when we're in, let's say, a testing room. because I'll just jump around. Now, this is something that's taste related, but it's not really a taste because your tongue doesn't have specific parts or specific cells that are able to detect this taste. It's spiciness. This sensation is not a special sense of taste because it does not have specific taste buds, and it's a very complex sensation. Substances such as capsaicin cause a burning sensation in your eyes or in your noses and in your tongue. So that actually creates how you're able to taste spicy things. So really, spiciness is not really considered a taste, but it's still something that we taste, and it's really complex. Remember, spiciness is only taste related. It's not actually a taste, a main taste, because it doesn't have its own taste buds for it. Now get ready for a fun science fact. Did you know that taste buds get replaced about every 2 weeks? Well, it's all because these taste buds wear out every 10 or so days, and they get replaced with a new line of taste buds that are able to take the job of the old ones. It's kind of like taste bud retirement. Now stop and think. If you're eating something, think about it. How much goes on inside of your brain and inside of your mouth that helps you taste things? The taste buds send messages to the brain, and the brain interprets that into what you taste. It's amazing to think that so much happens right in your mouth and in your body. Now that I've understood taste a lot, maybe I should cook the meal even better now. I can make all the tastes come to your tongue. Just gotta get to work on that. But before I go, what did we learn today? We learned that we taste using taste buds that are in our mouth, and there's specific cells that taste specific flavors. And the main flavors are sweet, salty, bitter, sour, and savory or umami. Spicy is not really considered a main taste, but it is still a flavor that we taste in many foods. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Spectacular Science. Spectacular Science is produced and hosted by me, Akshay. Our theme song is by Charan Ramachandran. Special thanks to Varun Ramachandran. Please visit my website, spectacularsci.com, to find interactive activities, articles, blog posts, and so much more. That's spectacularsci.com. Please follow the Spectacular Science membership, where you can get bonus episodes, activities, and the fact of the day, a fun science fact every single day. Sign up at spectacularsci.com/membership. That's spectacularsci.com/membership. Please contact me. Email me at podcast@spectacularsci.com or head to spectacularsci.com/contact to find a contact form where you can send me questions, comments, and episode suggestions. I love hearing from you, and it makes my day whenever I receive a message. Please subscribe or follow Spectacular Science on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or Amazon Music. By following, you get all of the episodes automatically and get notified when new episodes are available. To learn more on how to subscribe, visit spectacularsci.com/subscribe or click on the link in the show notes below. Also in the show notes, you can find episode descriptions and activities and articles that go along with this episode. Go to the episode description. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode of Spectacular Science next Tuesday. Bye!